everyone, Monty G here, and I'm here to do another wrestling prediction video. Yes, this time it's Money in the Bank that is coming up this Sunday, Father's Day. It is going to be live at the All States Arena, Chicago suburb of Rosemont, Illinois. That's where Money in the Bank will take place. This is a dual brand pay-per-view. I believe all the rest of the pay-per-views will be dual branded this year, as we have both superstars from SmackDown and Raw will compete in two ladder matches, one for the men and one for the ladies. Yes, the ladies will get their ladder match, which I thought was very interesting. So let's get on and let's predict what's going to happen at Money in the Bank. Now, since I am a gentleman, we will start with the ladies' ladder match. We have Ember Moon, Charlotte Flair, Alexa Bliss, Becky Lynch, Natalya, Lana, Naomi, and Sasha Banks. Yes, we have 8 women in this title bout. We have 8 women will compete for the Money in the ladder match. Whoever wins it will get to contract to face whatever brand's champions that they're on. So if somebody from SmackDown wins, they'll face the ladies champion from SmackDown. And someone of the ladies from Raw wins, they will have a match against the Raw Women's Champion. Now, this is a very interesting matchup because I like the ladies. They really have been doing real great on both shows. It can go either way. I can see Charlotte Flair winning. I can see Natalya winning. I can see Sasha Banks winning. Now, it's going to be a pretty interesting match here. I know the ladies will go out because that's what they basically will do. Like I said, those are my 3 front runners: Charlotte, Becky Lynch, and Sasha Banks. I believe those are my 3 front runners will be going off, because I really don't know who they're going to put on top. But I have a suspicious feeling that Ember Moon will come out as a top winner of this matchup, because this is her first big pay-per-view event. And I'm pretty sure she's going to go all out, and I think that maybe the WWE might reward her and give her a nice push, because she just came up from the NXT about a couple months ago. And I believe that Ember Moon will probably win the ladies' ladder match. So I'm going to go with Ember Moon. Now, for the men, we have Braun Strowman, Finn Balor, The Miz, Rusev, Bobby Roode, Kevin Owens, Samoa Joe, and I think maybe one of the 3 of the New Day, whether it be Big E, Kofi Kingston, or Xavier Woods. Now, obviously, I can't see the WWE having any one of those 3 guys win. They're there just to do some spots. I have a feeling that if Kofi Kingston is going to be in that match, he's going to do some insane stunt. That's how he always does. Now, obviously, the big favorite is going to be Braun Strowman, but he might break the ladder by the time he gets up there. I believe we're going to see a broken ladder. This is going to be a very interesting matchup, because this could go either way. But I'm going to go out on a limb. It's going to say Samoa Joe will be the ultimate winner, because it's about time that he's got to push. He's been fortunately saddled with a couple of injuries. I think the WWE was going to reward him finally for once. I believe he's healthy, and I believe they reward him with the championship, with the Money in the Bank. They finally give him the push he deserves. Like I said, wouldn't be surprised to see either The Miz or Finn Balor win the matchup, but I believe Samoa Joe will be the ultimate winner. Next, for the umpteenth time, we have the WWE World Heavyweight Champion AJ Styles going up against Shinsuke Nakamura. This is a last man standing match for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. These guys, they really did put on a good show the last time they faced each other. It's a shame that they never can't come up with a winner. But I believe this last man standing match, I believe that Shinsuke Nakamura will finally take the title. I think he deserves it. He's really been really good, especially now with the heel turn that he's had. He's been real good. I think this will be another decent match between the two. I think AJ Styles has held on to the title long enough. It's time to give Nakamura the reign that he deserves. So I'm going to give Shinsuke Nakamura the victory here. For the Raw Women's Championship, we have the champion Nia Jax going up against Ronda Rousey. I thought there was a bit strange booking here. Uh, as much as I like Ronda Rousey, I think she's still too green. I don't know if she's ready to take on the title of a champion. It's an interesting matchup. I'll give the WWE that credit. I believe that she will do her best and probably do throw some stuff at Nia Jax. But I believe Nia Jax will retain the title, so Nia Jax will continue on to be the Raw Women's Champion. Next, for the SmackDown Women's title, we have the current champion Carmella versus the Empress of the Future, Asuka. Now, this is going to be a pretty interesting matchup. You wouldn't think that Asuka will wipe the floor with Carmella, but I believe there's going to be something that's going to be thrown a curve, and Carmella will remain the champion because, hey, look, she did what she had to do. She had beat Charlotte Flair after her brutal match with I think it was a fatal three-way match at the last pay-per-view, and Carmella went on ahead and cashed in her Money in the Bank, and she easily pinned Charlotte Flair, and she retained the title the last time they faced each other. So I believe that Carmella will remain the SmackDown Women's Champion. In a singles match, excuse me, we have Roman Reigns versus the modern-day Maharaja Jinder Mahal. Now, this is an interesting match, and I kind of feel sorry for Roman Reigns because I know he gets a lot of flack. A lot of people don't like him. And, again, it's mainly because of how WWE books him. I mean, they do book him well. He could be a very over competitor. And, again, I think it dates back to the time when he eliminated Daniel Bryan in the Royal Rumble. They have not fixed that. You would think after those so many years, you would think he'd be an over superstar. But because of that, and because of how WWE books him, he's just not that over. A lot of people criticize him. But I like Roman Reigns. I think he's a good competitor. I think he does very well in the ring. If WWE booked him well, perhaps he would get more of the cheers than the jeers that he gets. As far as this matchup is concerned, I think Roman Reigns will win the match. It'll be semi-competitive. Jinder Mahal, he's okay at times. Sometimes he's not. I think in the end, this will be a nice matchup and a great way to get Roman Reigns back up top. So Roman Reigns will win this matchup. Next up, this is for the WWE SmackDown Tag Team Champions. We have the Bludgeon Brothers, Harper and Rowan, going up against Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson. I think this is going to be a very competitive matchup because I do like Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson. I think they should finally get a chance to be champions. But I think the WWE is really pushing the Bludgeon Brothers, so this will be a much more competitive matchup as opposed to the matches that Harper and Rowan have had. But eventually they will retain the title. So I will say the Bludgeon Brothers will retain the SmackDown Tag Team Champions. In a very unusual matchup, we have the returning Bobby Lashley versus Sami Zayn. Now, again, this is another poorly developed storyline that these two have, but I think they could put on a good matchup, and I believe that eventually Bobby Lashley will win the matchup. It's great to see Bobby Lashley back in the WWE. I think he's once this match is over, he'll get a nice push. I think eventually he might become a main eventer, and he might eventually get the Universal Championship because I think he deserves it. It wouldn't surprise me that he might actually get a title shot against Brock Lesnar in SummerSlam. I think that wouldn't be surprising me at all, but I think that would be a bit too early. I think they should wait until WrestleMania to book him and Lesnar in a WrestleMania matchup. But I believe it wouldn't surprise me if I see that, but definitely Bobby Lashley will win the matchup against Sami Zayn. In a match for the WWE Intercontinental Championship, we have the current champion Seth Rollins versus Elias. Who's ready to walk with Elias? I love that saying. This should be a pretty good matchup. It wouldn't surprise me that they actually start the show between these two because these both men can put on a great match, especially the way Seth Rollins has been doing of late. I think he's been excellent. He's been an excellent IC champion. And I believe that in a good this will be a good matchup, but Seth Rollins will retain the IC championship. And finally, we have the returning Daniel Bryan versus the returning Big Cass. Now, this is a very unique matchup between these two. Storyline, they've done a semi-good job in showing this matchup before. Daniel Bryan has been excellent since his return to the ring, and I think they will continue this excellent. And I believe Daniel Bryan will go ahead and win this matchup. So there you go, my wrestling fans. That's my prediction for Money in the Bank matchup. I'm pretty sure that Doc the Metal Freak and Danny Nightmare probably will have whatever bet they have going on between each other. Like I said, I don't participate in those bets because they always have something spicy, and I try to do away with that stuff. So hopefully, I'm pretty sure they'll have their cards up more, if not tonight, more likely tomorrow night. But here, that's my prediction. This is my prediction video. Well, that's my video for today. If you guys love this video, please give it a thumbs up. And as always, if this is your first time here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and ring that notification bell. That way you can come and enjoy the horror experience with me, the Horror Miser Monty G. And as always, all my social media links will be down in the description box below as well. Once again, my name is Lamont Smith, better known as the Horror Miser Monty G. And always remember, horror rules. Ha ha.